All right, let's get into a game. See our favorite specialist here, the Fire Badger. Elite could also be good here, but we kind of need stuff to light the fire. So this is way better. Giant spec, not ideal. Looks like we have to go for these guys. And got to be careful about our positioning. We want to do this, but the tanks can't get splashed, so they probably need to be like this or this. I feel like they still almost will get splashed like this. Probably makes sense to do this. I don't know, maybe this needs to be a bit later, but since most stuff is going to burn, might just be better to put it like this. Yeah, the tanks have to be back so they don't get splashed as easily. I still don't like this because looks like the fangs and the crawlers will get splashed together. So let's see the salvo here. A little bit of partial splash, but not too bad. Overall, at least for the Stormcrawlers, it doesn't look like it's... Looks like the positioning's alright there. So I'm kind of happy with this position, but could obviously be better. Now in the actual fight, we don't do so well here. It's obviously not a great start when most of the units are still around. Hopefully the Phantom Rays could do something here. This is amazing for him, but he's probably not going to pick that right now. All right, let's hope for the best. Yeah, I've been the fangs for the fire Phantom Ray strategy. The fangs kind of have to be forward, maybe even more forward than this, or maybe just like this, because yeah, they still do something. Because when you set the fire like this, they still have to walk into the fire, so they're still effective. Maybe like they're half effective, whereas the crawlers kind of, when they go into the fire on our side, the crawlers seem to be very less effective. So yeah, I think fangs could be maybe more important as chaff once the fire comes down. Opponent goes for the one marksman very wisely. Now he does have a source of anti-air. That's very smart on his behalf. Our chaff clear is obviously lacking, but round 3 we get the fire, so we're going to get a little bit of a power spike. All right, so this is going to be important here. Raiden's going to be good for him, I think. Hounds, we kind of don't need hounds unless we're going to do some kind of flank play, which might be interesting. Fortress is good for us, probably. I wouldn't mind just going for the fortress and keeping it. Like, if we had to choose, the fortress probably is good for us. I guess we have to click oil now. And we could probably get one each. I'm not super sure about the positioning of the... I think this is okay. Oh, yeah. Not super sure about the positioning. It goes faster. Probably better like this. And for this guy, I don't know. It's probably good like this, right? All right, let's hope for the best. We see the raid in as expected. We're not going to go AA for it or anything, but it is an option now that we have the fort. It's probably going to do pretty good right now. The problem is the Phantom Rays are going to start, the ratings are going to start multiplying in number pretty soon. Even on this side, the Phantom Rays lose, but it's just one pack of Phantom Rays here. Problem is, we only have 3 packs of Phantom Rays. You could argue that the clicking anti-air on the fort is maybe good. So we're going to lose this. So now we need to think about how to respond here. We need probably wasps to respond to this. Improved Wasp is interesting. Improved Overlord is amazing for him. Let's just go improved Wasp. Grab a couple Wasps, maybe. We need the anti-air on the Wasp right away, I think. We kind of can't afford it. Do we sell out of the fortress for now? Probably, right? We will click this. And we probably need range here, don't we? Yeah, I think we just need range. Let's see if this is the play that we needed to make here, or if it's going to be kind of like a throw. I wonder if we need to put 2 on the one side that we're weak on. Let's try that. We do expect to see the other Overlord here. It's improved Overlord, interestingly. So this is gone from not great to potentially horrible. It's amazing how people are now realizing that the Overlord is the unit that can kill the Phantom Rays so well. The good thing is that we haven't even leveled these Phantom Rays. So the good thing is the Phantom Rays are only just there to spread the oil. And hopefully we're making him commit into a unit that we can counter. It looks like our counter is probably going to be the Wasps here. They do get a level already, right? Both. So this is starting to get good for us. Electromag is interesting, but probably not useful right now. We'll just skip this, right? Definitely upgrade these guys. I don't think we sell necessarily the tanks quite yet. We definitely don't upgrade these guys. Let's just keep going more Wasp. Sure, he's gonna missile one of these Wasps. We could try to dodge it. I guess we could dodge this one, but if he missiles this, then it's kind of stupid. What do we need to do now? So, probably need to try to dodge. Like, I guess this one? And do we just throw on an oil just to make it easier for us? Like these are doing so much damage. I wouldn't mind this kind of burning quicker. So maybe something like this. All right. Anti-air wasp is now the solution. This guy's going for a different giant every single turn. It's actually pretty okay, so he goes for the non-obvious one. That's very smart of him. But he also kind of doesn't matter if we lose this one because now everything's on this side. Guess what we need is now more Phantom Rays or like something to block. So let's see how this volley goes. It still kind of hits some of the wasps here. So we kind of need to reinvest now into the Phantom Ray, it looks like. Which is very interesting. Where we need a counter for basically the forts. What is that, like a melter or something? Sandworm, I guess, maybe? Sandworm really counter that, or is it the Farseer? I think Sandworm is a pretty good counter, right? Still want to upgrade these guys, and I think we need to start upgrading these guys now too. We're doing so much. Kind of don't want to tech this right now. Just want to see if it works. I don't know what to commit into. Like, this does... I guess the Sandworm is okay here. Do we click Mechabellum? I don't think so. Do we upgrade the fire here? I think we have to, so the fire spreads more. And I wonder if we start selling out of these guys. Maybe. So, is it going to be more Phantom Rays, or is it going to be another one of these Sandworms? Maybe more Phantom Rays, but on more like on this side. I don't know. Hopefully this is okay. He actually sells the boat. This is crazy. I wasn't expecting that. That means the Phantom Rays are free to re-enter the game. It looks like the Typhoon is now the anti-air unit of choice. Let's see how our Sandworm does. It does okay. It doesn't do that much. That's the problem. And our Phantom Rays have... Okay, Phantom Rays are still alive here. They've died here because of the Typhoon. The problem is the Typhoon is behind the fortresses, which kind of gives him way more HP, effectively. Alright. It's a very close round there. Ion Blast is probably okay here. Vulcan's Descent. Alright, we'll go with the Ion Blast here. I think. Try to get the Typhoon. Probably have to start it over here. And as a shield, it's going to take a while to get through. Go like this, maybe. Or maybe even more like this. Alright, so I think we just keep going with the Phantom Rays here. Probably have to click Burst. We'll upgrade this. Burst or shield is the question. Probably shield first, but let's sell out of this. Shield might be more interesting since there's no counter to the Phantom Ray except for the AM missiles. think we can continue with this worm for another turn. Just get stuff like this. Maybe the speed to dodge the ion beam on our side. All right, so the Mustangs are now the counter to the Phantom Race. It's pretty smart, but you know the problem is the potential of the fire. But he does have the barrier tech. Looks like the barrier tech is going to tank that the ionization, the ion beam there. All right, it looks pretty good. Did he sell the Typhoon, or did we kill it like with the ion beam? It's still there. Okay. Guess he goes for the extinguisher now. Do we go for some flank with the hounds, like range or something? I think it might be too risky. It's almost better to just go steel balls with the armor on the flank, but it's also too risky, I think. So how much is this? This is, it says 650 compared to, I think we just take this. It's just the safest bet. We don't have to take a gamble with the flank. Just keep leveling these guys up and probably go for the burst now. Sandworm's still doing a lot, so probably start selling out of the Farseer. We'll keep stacking this one side. And yeah, I think these guys are still doing so much. We will try to dodge out of this. And let's see. I think it's just going to be more Phantom Rays on our strong side. We'll definitely borrow range. Speed is probably good. Probably could go for another Phantom Ray. This is pretty interesting. Why would he do that? Now the flanks might be very effective. Not sure why he'd missile this. It doesn't really do anything for him. This is very good for him, I think. Looks like he's also clicked speed. Yep. Interestingly, he doesn't borrow, even though he's at 170 health. This is not good here, but seems like we have more than enough to take care of the Typhoons. This is not good here. Okay. So, still semi-easy game. We got him to get out of the Improved Overlord. I think even though that looked like a very easy game for us, that Improved Overlord, I think if he committed to it, we might have been in trouble. But because of the giant spec, he convinced himself to go Fortress. The barrier tech probably is never like the greatest option because of the cost. It doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really help with the fire now. Anti-air barrage obviously can be effective against the Wasps. I think if you have a line of Phantom Rays in front, I think it's just enough so the Wasps kind of like it's kind of like there's enough distance, so it's kind of fine for the Wasp. You probably needed to click like fire extinguisher. I wouldn't mind just trying it from his perspective on that last round. All right. So let's see if the fire extinguisher would have done anything here. I think so we'll go for this. I think one of the things that really made a difference for us was we only had 3 level 1 Phantom Rays when he got the boat and he got the Raiden. We weren't planning to build any more. I think that's what really kind of helped us there. I don't know how effective the Stormcaller is. I'd probably sell that first. And yeah, I would try to missile this, but you know, this is probably even a better target. So what is the speed? 10, this is 10, so this probably needs to be a little bit further back. Like this is 16. Probably needs to be like this. Let's see, we'll borrow range, and what do we need? So he's gonna go, we're gonna go Phantom Rays, so I just put the boats back online here, but just kind of committed into this. I don't think he can win though. Maybe Elite Spec Typhoon instead of the boat, but he already has the boat. Maybe just boat with Launcher Overload. Need to put him like here and here. Kind of running out of time. What can we do? Maybe go for something. Maybe just go for a level, or maybe just go for a level. Go for the speed. All right, let's see how this goes. He's firing quite quickly, this improved Overlord. It's starting to take out some of these guys. How's the extinguisher doing? Feels like it's not extinguishing that much, but the Mustangs are still alive. We could take the tower. Yeah, and it becomes what? This is like, holy crap. Yeah, I mean, I was feeling pretty confident about this, but man, like I think we just lose instantly. 3400 HP is like way too much. I guess it's the overlords. They just do so much when you click that you splash range by 5, improves the attack by 20%. So I mean, maybe it's just the splash range that's doing so much more. You can increase it to 19, but I think like 12's already like applied plenty to splash into the next unit. I don't know how it works exactly. So I guess the fortresses, they're acting as the front line for the overlords. The overlords are just like shooting these phantom rays. So I'm just wondering, like, okay, and maybe the hounds didn't do that much. Maybe the hounds were just kind of, they were inconsequential perhaps. So it would have probably been better to sell the hound and even go for another overlord. Well, let's just see out of curiosity how that goes. So let's say goes for the farce here, sells out of the farce here. I mean, it's not that great because we have the Stormcrawler that we don't need. Let's just go this, the Overload. Yeah, it's still not. It's still just 2. Maybe this isn't that great. Let's just missile the one and let's just whiff it to see how it works. Then, guess we upgrade these guys, or let's go for the speed. Let's go for the upgrade. 150 left over. What can we do? Just do this. And yeah, I don't know. To just float to 50. All right, so we miss on purpose here. Let's see if the overlords, if it's, well, the thing is the speed almost makes the, it's like the barrage is actually hitting the stuff behind. So it's, we need to actually click range. But it's very interesting now that it does look like the fire extinguisher. It's either the fire extinguisher or the, like that extra pack. It's absolutely insane how one little change like that makes a huge difference. Now it looks like we're winning the round. Wait. Almost winning the round. Okay, very slightly. All right, so the hounds are probably needed. I'm not sure how much of an impact that missile was, but it's probably a pretty huge impact. Yeah, I'm just thinking from our perspective, like maybe we don't click speed. Maybe so these guys run up for 19 versus 19. Maybe, you know, we need to separate these guys a little bit more. Because this is really concerning to see it from the Ray perspective. Obviously, the range is good, but they still kind of come in pretty close. They will target the fortress first, so yeah, they're. I just don't like the wasps getting pot shot by the. For example, like this wasp probably just died instantly to the fortress AA. So you got to think about how to position this a little bit better. Maybe it's like one pack of Phantom Rays in front to get the first volley. And then like hopefully, but the problem was we saw the wasps and the Phantom Rays were bunched up together because they have very similar ranges. So the problem is like, you know, we almost need to click the range enhancement like automatically if we're anticipating the Overlord, or you could lose instantly. I'm surprised that we even did so well by not clicking that. Yeah, it's very interesting here. I wonder, one last thing. Let's try to see what happens if we just click the range here, because regardless if he goes for the boats or not, I think having the I mean, we could have throw the wasp in front just so they could soak up a shot maybe. So maybe we could try that as an additional form of like soaking up damage. This has 180, 170 range, so I don't know. Just put it here. Maybe we'll die instantly, but maybe it just soaks a shot. Like in the corner or something. It's kind of bad, but I don't know. Maybe like this. All right, let's click range. We'll prioritize upgrading stuff. Just more Phantom Rays, obviously. Speed, I think, probably still okay. Now, do we click the damage, or do we click some extra damage? Probably isn't too bad here. So, but the armor is probably really good too. So let's just click the armor. Yeah, maybe put it like this. Would be interesting to just have one here. And just like beacon it maybe. And maybe one here. Let's see how this works. So we do get the first volley. So it is quite effective for getting the first volley. The range is perhaps helping for the backline of the wasps. This Wraith is still alive, interestingly, which just shows how little AA he actually has. Obviously, we don't have the burst now, but we're thinking that we don't need burst here. Oof. Kind of a horrible tower timing here, but yeah, we still win. I don't remember how much we won by originally, but maybe this was even a little bit better. So yeah, the range on and the wasps did number 1 damage. We have the improved wasp card, and that's the reason why. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should have clicked range first instead. On that round where we went with the wasp into the boat, just so that it doesn't get splashed first. But we can click. I don't know. This is something that we need to think about, right? Like if we didn't have the forts initially, right? So there's no reason to click range. There wasn't anything. And the range of this is normally 85 compared to 80, so they do sit behind the Phantom Ray. So I don't know, maybe in a vacuum the play was correct to click AA, but now seeing this, I think like probably should have prioritized clicking range, but we were we're kind of like low on money or something. I did like how the wraiths here were able to tank the shots. That might have been smart because it's like it was basically one ray for the first volley, and I think that this does more damage than just like one wraith's worth. So we might need to consider doing something like that in the future. And maybe that did a lot more than we expected. For sure, the damage on the wraiths were way higher now. So yeah, it's actually very interesting. Yeah, we're learning some small things here and there. All right, guys. Hopefully that was fun. We'll see you in the next one.